It was in the early 1990s that I first tuned in to the antics of one Dr. Carolyn Dean. She was guest on a television talk show and got my attention with her declaration that if you can't pronounce the words, it's a chemical, and I don't know how many people want to be eating chemicals. Of course, the statement was laughable, but little did I realize at the time how it would take wings and become a mantra flung about by numerous self-appointed experts, the food babe being a shining example, who would promise to lead us to the chemical-free promised land. As far as Dr. Dean goes, I subsequently learned that in 1995, the College of Physicians and Surgeons of Ontario concluded that she was unfit to practice medicine and revoked her registration certificate for having used unscientific methods of testing such as hair analysis, Vega and Interro testing, iridology and reflexology, as well as treatments not medically indicated and of unproven value such as homeopathy, colonic irrigations, coffee enemas, and rotation diets. Dr. Dean left Canada, eventually surfacing in Hawaii, where having no license to practice medicine, she reinvented herself as a telephone and email consultant, charging up to $200 an hour, specializing in the treatment of candida infections, chronic fatigue, lost vitality, and other conditions that are, quote, not satisfactorily controlled. She bestowed the name Doctor of the Future on herself. Eventually, my memories of Dr. Dean's malarkey faded until her twaddle resurfaced when I was asked about a product she was selling, enticingly named RNA Reset Drops, and promoted as a key to longevity. In a scientific mind, the letters RNA conjure up thoughts of ribonucleic acid, a molecule in our body that is essential for many biological functions, conceivably even longevity. But I was confused by the lowercase n in the name. Luckily, Dr. Dean's website has a chat option, so I was able to ask a question about what the letters stood for. Back came the answer: relax and allow. I don't know what the drops are to allow other than to venture into the forest of folly, since no evidence is provided for the efficacy of these drops that contain, quote, 12 milligrams of organic barley seed, red clover sprout, grains of paradise seed, brewer's yeast, frankincense, and phosphorus. The phosphorus claim is curious, since elemental phosphorus would never be included in a supplement. As I perused some of the other supplements being hawked, I noted a number of them that had the term pico on the label, such as pico potassium, pico zinc. In science, pico means 1/1,000,000th. So once again, I went into the chat to ask how such a vanishingly small amount could have a biological function. Back came the answer, quote, pico describes the size of the minerals in the bottle. They are small enough to enter the cell and get rid of any toxins that may be within them. A meaningless hodgepodge of words. I also learned that RNA drops respond to each individual's body chemistry and subsequently they taste differently to every person. Therefore, we can't possibly predict what they will do for you. I think I can predict. They will let your critical thinking skills relax and allow the seller to pocket your money. That for today is our Cup of Joe.